Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
All praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. Peace and blessings, Israel. I hope everybody's doing well today. We're here again today with the brother Ibri, the brother Kadar, and the brother Cleo for the quick hitter. I hope you guys are ready for some good stuff, man. What say you, brother Cleo?
Hey, shalom, fam. Shalom, E. What's up, brother Kadar? And this is your brother Eddie Kane.
Shalom.
Shalom, fam. Hope you guys are doing well. So we're gonna get right into it. Today's quick hitter is, do you fit the description? And we're gonna read from Proverbs 6. I'm gonna read Proverbs 6, 16 through 19. And then we're gonna talk about, after we read these, we're gonna talk about if you fit the description and what people on the earth, past, present, and future, fit the description. So, bro, could you read Proverbs 6 and 16, please?
Indeed. Let me put this. All right. Can everybody see it?
Yeah.
All right. So let me enlarge it first, too. Is that a bit better? All right. So I'm going to read Proverbs 6 and 16. And I'm going to read down to what
19. Read down to 19. Stop at just before 20.
All right. So the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things doth the Most High hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
Okay, stop right there. So let's get something perfectly clear. The Most High does hate something and someone. Read.
A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that are swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren.
Okay, so when we look at those precepts, obviously those are things that the Most High hate, but do you fit the description? I'm going to ask everybody, look in the mirror, you ask yourself, do you fit the description of any of these? If you do, then you need to have a heart-to-heart talk with yourself. But let's go down through history and see if any one of these famous people that we know of, like Bill Gates, do Bill Gates fit any of these descriptions here? Bill Gates is a liar. He's running around talking about, and his dad was a eugenicist. He's a liar, talking about, okay, it's okay for you to get the vaccine. Okay, he for so-called black people. He over there tearing up Africa. So his feet run the mischief. If I look at Bill Gates, his feet run the mischief. He's speaking lies, and he saw a discord among African brethren because they pit Africans against each other. He got wicked imagination. So Bill Gates probably guilty of all of these. Would y'all say?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Let's move on to the next one, because y'all love this dude. I know. Kadar, I know you voted for Trump, right?
Yes. Yes.
Now, and listen. For us, it's not a Republican Democrat thing. We could get a hot rip about the Republicans or the Democrats. Fact of the matter is, when you see this man, I could tell you right now, he's definitely a liar. Anytime his mouth is open, lying. But one of the most famous things that he's good for, and him and his people are good for, is this right here, a proud look. He's very, very proud, just like the so-called Americans are with the American flag and they God bless America and baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, Chevrolet. I don't know if y'all remember that. I'm an old head. So if you remember that, you know what I'm talking about. Now, Donald J. Trump definitely fit that, and he fit some of these others too. Let's keep going. Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden, what did he promise you black folks that voted for him? Didn't he promise y'all something?
Nah, he actually didn't. He didn't even promise a lot of our people anything.
He said if you ain't black, if you don't vote Democrat, you ain't black. That's what
exactly. He said that. He said that, but he never made any promises to our people. And the crazy thing about it is, I spoke to a cousin about him, And he said, well, let's just get Trump out of there first. And I'm like, yo, dog, do you not understand what you're saying, bro? It's the same system. He's like, oh, yeah, well, I know the system's rigged, man, but, you can't win unless you play. I'm like, brother, how much about the system rigged don't you understand? You can't win in that system, bro. You can't win playing that game. The only way to win is to stop playing and deal with the Most High.
That's it.
The Most High turn they board game over, man. You sitting there trying to play their game, man. The Most High in their game.
That's
you trying to. It's crazy.
And again, we if you go to our page, you go to the community page, and you look at the graphic that's up there right now. We call out the red, white, blue for the red, blue, and white, red, white, blue, whatever, however you want to name it. We call it out exactly for what it is. It's nothing but a phony, fake, proud look, and freedom not for you. Freedom not for you, Israelites. It never was. So let's move on to the next person. Now, y'all know this person right here. This person right here, Carol Dunn. Carol Dunn is still alive, but she lied and said that this little boy, wolf whistled at her, and her husband and relatives killed him. No justice for this family. What his family, his mom, whatsoever. Mom had an oath to casket. Y'all familiar with this woman? What is she guilty of? She guilty of lying tongue. And look how she looked. Tell me she don't got a proud look, which I don't know why she got a proud look, but that's a whole different conversation, right? And here's another one. Her family, hands that shed innocent blood. Wow. And did she have a heart that devises wicked imagination? Did she not have that when she had that young boy killed? This is America we talking about. Now, mind you, we only gonna point out a few things, but you can look at probably all of your prominent people, all of your politicians, past, present, and future, all of your famous people. Beirut too, he was a liar. And I don't know what he lied about, but I'm sure he lied about the number of home runs he hit. But let's keep it moving. J. Edgar Hoover. Now, my brother said to put this one on there, and we brought him out in Red Summer. But J. Edgar Hoover, let's look at the precepts, and then we get back to him. J. Edgar Hoover, he's got a proud look here. He's a liar. Because COINTELPRO, the so-called black man or the Israelites, stop saying so-called, the Israelites never did nothing to J. Edgar Hoover, never did nothing to this nation. So not only that, he's a liar. And with COINTELPRO, what exactly did he do? He did this one. He that sowed discord among the brethren. He sowed discord with that COINTELPRO because that pitted us against each other to the point where we will never trust each other, at least not back in them times. So J. Edgar Hoover, you definitely on the list. And guess what? Everybody we named so far fit the description. You do fit the description for being wicked. Let's move on to the next one, the Clintons. Now, I'm gonna say this, fam, and you guys can research it. Google Mena Airport, and Mena is spelled, I believe, M-E-N-A. Now, contrary to popular belief, this was a first family, and they should be the first family of dope dealing because the Mena Airport, you can't even get into it. They move all kind of dope through Mena Airport, and these people own it. Them right here, the Clintons. Not only that, but who's getting all the mineral resources from Haiti? When Haiti have these big earthquakes that open up the earth, exposing all these mineral resources, who gets them? Guess who? The Clintons. So the Clintons is guilty of sowing discord among the brethren, wicked imaginations because they love to destroy black people with their drugs and their gun running. They shed innocent blood because their family was responsible too for putting guns in areas, trainload of guns in areas in Chicago. But here's another one though, a proud look. You Negroes that said that Clinton was one of our people just because he played saxophone and smoked weed, he's the first black president. Y'all out of y'all mind. Period. You done lost your mind. You out your rabbit mind. Point blank. So let's keep going. This is one of y'all favorites, the insurrectionists. And you notice that they try to, you listen to the Republicans, they try to play this down. This was an insurrection, and it was directed at the Democrats and Antifa, and we ain't Black Lives Matter, because Black Lives Matter is a front for George Soros. The people that's making money behind Black Lives Matter ain't got nothing to do with black. I can guarantee you, all of my brothers and everybody in the chat room, none of y'all prescribe to the Black Lives Matter madness. Now, the concept of Black Lives Matter makes sense, but not the organization. No, because if you look at the top end of that, it's nothing but feuds, people that don't have our best interests at heart. Probably got a lot of Democrats and a lot of liberals. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's the alphabet crew running that. I heard that the original creators of that, they all been murdered.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. That reminds me of the people who were protesting and the activists in Atlanta. They was killing a lot of them too. A lot of young brothers was winding up getting killed. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No.
So the insurrection. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Look at that. Look at this. Now, if you guys haven't noticed a common thread amongst these people, they always say, "Oh yeah, that's the flag of the South, freedom for the South, whatever." But it's a symbol of hate, and they know. Because you had that flag, you got all these crazy flags, Blue Lives Matter. Let's keep going. Last but not least on the list is Richard Spencer. Now, Richard Spencer, the one thing I will say about Richard Spencer that he's not guilty of. Richard Spencer is not guilty of a lying tongue when he talks about, yeah, our people are supreme on the earth, and we're supposed to be running through. So this is what he actually believes. So I'm not gonna fault him for that, but I will give him this though. And you will notice that most Americans have this problem. Americans think that the whole world revolves around them. They think that eschatology revolves around them. They think that the Most High set this nation up for them so that they can run the earth. They really believe that. They think that this nation is the greatest nation on the globe and that it's going to go on forever. So he's definitely guilty of that. And I'm sure Spencer is guilty of a lot of these other ones too. But one thing I'll say on his behalf, he's not guilty of lying, because he tells the truth about what his people think and how his people feel about us being inferior. So I'll applaud him for that. But I'll also say that he definitely fits the description.
Hey, brother Cleo, that would be his truth then. That would still be a lying tongue.
Well, and thanks for bringing that out, because you're absolutely correct. Because his truth ain't nothing but another lie from somebody who think that they're superior when they're not really superior. They're really not anything at all. And see, once you really come to that conclusion that, okay, especially if you deal with them on any kind of level where you have to have some semblance of intelligence, you will come to find that, hey, these people are really stupid as hell, and they're very, very lazy. They project everything off of themselves that they are, and they try to project it on us. They say that we have something on our gene, in our DNA, that have us innate to violence. Okay, who thinks of gator bait to feed with devising a heart that devises wicked imaginations? The stuff that happened to us in this nation. Who would be thinking of stuff like this? I mean, let's the four of us sit up and say, okay, so how can we murder blacks today? I mean, how can we do something evil to white people today? And then you go out and execute that and do that. We're not busy doing that. Jeffrey Dahmer was. What's that one Democratic politician? I forget his name, but he was killing, and he was gay. He was killing black gays, overdosing. And he was a major contributor to the Democratic Party. They be sitting up plotting, thinking, man, how can I hurt this black guy today? What can I do to him that will just make him go crazy? Just make him just do something awful. Dylan Roof didn't make the list, but Dylan Roof is wicked as hell.
You know what?
Deserve the death penalty.
You know what I think about when I see and hear that type of stuff? I think about those postcards that they had
Oh,
with it with lynching brothers and sisters. Now the thing is that right there, what stood out about that was the amount of people there, right? The amount of people that was standing there taking pictures, right? This was a whole crowd of people taking pictures with this happening. To look at that, look, that one down in the corner. Look how many people standing there, right? But today people want us to believe that these people right here, they didn't have sons and daughters, right? They didn't have sons and daughters that they taught this to, that they taught they hate and their disdain for our people. And their sons and daughters, they didn't teach their sons and daughters to have a hate and disdain for our people, right? Roland Martin on there talking about he's a Christian first. He's not black, he's a Christian. It's just, I put that in the same category with brothers saying they Christian first, they ain't no Israelite, they Christians first. Like you don't even value, like these people are drinking the Kool-Aid of Esau. Esau didn't value his birthright. He didn't value his birthright. And now you got Israelites that don't value their birthright, so they take on that garbage talking about I'm a Christian first and then the Israelite next. No, you're an Israelite. You're an Israelite, period. When people came to kill, when they killed those people in Jerusalem, they killed our forefathers in Jerusalem and slaughtered and committed a genocide against them. Do you think that they cared if they was Christian? There was Israelites in there.
That's the same thing that we always talk about now. When they come in to get you, they're not gonna first ask you, or are you an Israelite? Are you a Moor? Or no, you're not a Moor. You're with Louis Farrakhan. You're with him, right? Or you one of those black Hebrew Israelites, right? No, they're not asking you if you even a Christian, because the KKK was based on Christianity. Google KKK and Christianity.
That's right.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They're not worried about that.
You think being a Christian stopped the KKK from lynching you?
Man.
Lynching your forefathers? You mean all those bodies hanging up on trees, none of them were Christians? None of them professed to be Christians? Like, come on, man. You know, but these people, they fit the description of not only the heinous things that they did here, but all around the world. To the earliest history, these people got a record of genocide and terror throughout the earth. But now all of a sudden Christians want you to believe that all of a sudden this some boogeyman that we afraid of, and that you know nobody's doing this to you, nobody's doing, you can leave if you want. All right, then see if they let us leave in mass.
Check this.
See if they don't have something to say about that.
If we hadn't have been here, America wouldn't have won that now war. Tell me I'm lying. What war would you have won without us being here? The only reason why this place is even have any semblance of standing because we still here. You're not gonna win another war. And to even think that you can win a war without us is folly. The Most High not with you, he with us. He was never with y'all. Y'all was created to be a whipping post for us, and that's it. And the whipping post time is over. And you know how you know it's over? When you have people not praying, not necessarily for this nation, but they praying for us as a nation. That's what they praying for. They're not praying for this wicked construct. They know this wicked construct is done. You better pray. You better link up with some Israelites and get taught the truth according to the book.
True. Right.
Hey, listen, man, y'all are being negative. Y'all are taking us back 100 years, and this is not being spiritual.
Oh my goodness! Listen here, bro. Listen, let me tell you this right now. Some famous person said, if you don't understand your history or know your history, you're destined to repeat it. Two reasons why I like going at this stuff is, one, it frames everything that was done to us. We fit all of the prophecies according to what's written in the Psalms, the laws of the prophets, and the Proverbs. We fit all of that, all the way to our grandfather David giving us Psalms 109 to pray for our enemies. We should pray for our enemies. Y'all should be doing that. Diligently pray for them. And go look up Psalms 191, 109. And when you feel the urge to pray for them, break it out and pray for them. That's what I do. Pray for your enemy. Somebody said pray for your enemy, so that's how you should pray.
It sounds like a racist hate doctrine. It sounds like skin doctrine to me.
Man, okay, so I'm gonna go back here and don't have me pull up Esau and what he said about Esau. He said, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. This is the Most High talking. This is the Father that created everything. It says right here, these 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination. He telling you out there, right off the rip, that he hate all these things, and all of these things encompass America. Every one of them. Because America ain't no good, never have been, never will be, never was for our turn. But if you look at these things right here, do they not embody America to you? The American flag? That's all they do. You go to somebody else's nation, you tell another nation, hey, look, you can't have nukes, but we're the only nation that drop nukes on people. Really? How's that work? What you got any business in Iran's business? You talk about somebody a terrorist. This was the biggest terrorist organization ever that we've ever seen. The biggest terrorist organization to our people was this organization right here. Now they got splinter organization called the Skinheads, the Proud Boys, the Boogaloo Boys, all that foolishness. Anyway, I'm done, fam. I don't want us to go over, keep it over a quick hitter, but that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Now, question is, do you fit the description?
Nope, we don't.
Not that one.
Come on, God.
Not that one.
Before I sign out, let me read something. All right, from the book of Amos. And this is what the Most High says. I will break also the bar of Damascus and cut off the inhabitants from the plain of Even. And him that holdeth the scepter from the house of Eden, and the people of Syria shall go into captivity into Kir, saith the Most High. Thus saith the Most High, for 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4 I would not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away captive the whole captivity and delivered them up to Edom. Right? And then the Most High goes on to say this. Let's get into what Edom did. In the next verse. 1 and 11. Thus said the Most High, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. All right. So ever since the birthright was taken, Esau been having this disdain towards us, been having this disdain towards his brother. All right. And I don't care if people don't want to, that's not our people. You don't know the full history of. We already go and look at the second Exodus part 1. We don't go according to the color of the skin. We go according to what the prophets say Esau is. All right. We don't got to point to and say, "Oh, the white man." You know who he is. Let's not be ignorant, and let's not be hopeful in thinking that it's not happening to us, because he is who he is according to prophecy. All right. So these people have no pity, no compassion for your suffering. Who's the culprit? If the shoe fit, they can be mad all they want at us. If the shoe fit, then that's who's wearing it. You know.
What my man say? If the glove don't fit, you must equip. Well, the gloves fit in this case.
Yeah.
Every precept you read reminds me of one nation.
Yeah, it's a hate doctrine, you know. It's a hate doctrine when you expose that type of stuff. And the same people parroting that type of understanding, they'd be the first ones talking about racist when the police yank their behinds out of the car for nothing. All right. So we need to stop playing this foolery game, acting like we're not subject to the same things that's happening to our brothers and sisters, and turning around and acting like the stuff don't exist. All right. That's right. Israel need to come up out of Christianity and that foolish mindset.
That's right.
Come out of that. Accept what happened to us was our fault. Acknowledge the things that's going on in front of you, right? And change. Period.
That's right.
Because it's an abomination how we treat each other. You know? But we gotta clean house, man. Most High cleaning house. All y'all Israelites out there that's going against each other, you Christians going against you better look around you. Look what they did doing. Look what the Most High doing to these people. Look what we doing to people like Young Pharaoh and Polite and doing to the UA community. And come on, man, y'all better wake up.
I'll say this: he ain't playing right now. He's not playing right now, and he's very, very angry right now. You can tell.
She's not playing, man.
I was talking to a sister. She used to be an Israelite. I was talking about that today with Brother Eric. She used to be an Israelite, and she started following the Kemet, that Young Pharaoh and all them. Matter of fact, her main man was the guy that just got caught up with that little kid. What's his name? Polite. Mm-hmm. She talked junk to me, and I was like, all right, you need to chill out. And I am not lying. Mm-hmm. This child literally had like a heart attack and stayed on the breathing machine for a while. They took off, and she died. I mean, it wasn't. I'm gonna give her 6 months after that.
Wow.
Yeah, and her sister would testify to it. Yeah.
Wow.
To this day.
Wow. That's like putting your head to the plow.
Yes.
Telling you, man.
Hey, Israel, though, on the real, and I have to do this on a daily too. That list also applies to us, so we better take heed that we wind up, and we be on the right side of righteousness versus be living in sin and doing everything that we should not. And that goes for me too.
Mm-hmm. And before we go, I want to put this out. Hey, listen, we got our email out there. If you dealing with some type of sin, you don't got to tell us what it is or anything, but send us an email. We can set up a time we could pray for you. You know, don't just sit there in your sin, man. You can't be in your sin, sitting there in that and just, you can't sleep right like that. Not in this time like that, man. You know, brothers and sisters, we got to do the most that we can do for each other. Praying for you is the least we can do. That's right. Don't neglect to send us emails and ask for help. You know, don't be afraid to ask for help. You don't got to tell us what you're going through. Just say you need prayer, and we'll do that for you. You know, reach out to us. I need a private with you, brothers. We will set time to the side to talk to brothers and sisters privately and pray for you. You understand? So don't be afraid to reach out to us, because we all got to be there for each other for to a certain degree. So don't be afraid to reach out, and we will pray for you, and we would do as much as we can. But don't sit there soaking in your sin, knowing the time that we in the Most High judging Israel right now. Come on. But that's all I got to say. Anybody else got anything to say before we get out?
Good lesson.
Yeah.
Exposing these devils. Good lesson.
Indeed.
We got more coming. Just sit back and watch.
Indeed. Well, with that being said, shalom and blessings, Israel. Stay prayed up. Stay walking in grace. Stay walking in obedience. Shalom and blessings.